Now, the terror attack on the CRPF patrol in Anantnag, 3 CRPF men have been killed. Others have been injured as well.
At least 4 people we're hearing are also injured, some of them quite critically. We're also hearing at this point that forces have cordoned off the entire area. Search operations are underway in and around the encounter site.
It took place at the KP Chowk area of Anantnag near the bus stand. We are still getting more details on this, but 3 CRPF Jawans have been killed is what we are told at the moment. This is the detail that we are getting at this stage. Okay, I've got some more details coming in from the CRPF. This area is called Chigali in Anantnag. Motorcycle-borne terrorists fired upon troops of the 116 Battalion and Jammu Kashmir Police who were on duty in this area, in which 3 CRPF Jawans were killed. 3 others injured and evacuated to the Janglat Mandi hospital. 1 militant has been neutralized. The area has been cordoned off. Reinforcements have reached. Firing is on. They'll provide us more updates. So this is a live encounter now taking place. 1 terrorist has been killed. Very sadly, 3 Jawans of the CRPF have been killed as well. 3 others have been injured. We do not know about the condition or the seriousness of these injuries, but a very, very violent afternoon in Jammu and Kashmir. In Anantnag, this encounter still on.
Nazir is with us at this point. Nazir, we believe the terrorists not just fired, they lobbed grenades as well. What is the latest that you're getting?
Well, Ankita, this whole firing in attack continued for 10 minutes. There was heavy firing on the CRPF patrol and the police in KP Road, Anantnag, near Women's College in Anantnag, and also
all right, we seem to be having some technical trouble with Nazir's line. Nazir, we couldn't hear you very clearly earlier, but if you can hear us now, just take us through the sequence of events, as it were. The terrorists came on motorcycles, is that correct?
Yeah, that's what we are hearing. Initial reports suggest they were on a motorcycle and they resorted to heavy firing on the CRPF patrol and the police patrol there in KP Road, which is a busy marketplace in Anantnag town. This is the same road which is being used by the Yatra and Amarnath Yatris, Amarnath Yatra convoys. And it is the road which is being actually, guarded by the security force around the clock, since security force frequent on this road. Despite that, we see this major attack, and it's the first biggest attack on CRPF after February 14 attack in Pulwama, in which more than 40 CRPF persons have been killed. In this attack, what we are hearing, 4 CRPF Jawans have lost their lives, 3 others have been injured. 1, station house officer of the police station Anantnag, Arshad Ahmed, has been critically injured. He has received bullet in his chest. So clearly, it was what the officials are telling us, it was a Fidain attack, a suicide attack. 1 attacker has been killed in the retaliatory fire by the security forces. Now the question is, was there another militant who had carried out this, was part of this attack? Search operation is underway, but there has not been any firing after those 10 minutes of heavy firing and grenade blasts. Security forces have cordoned the area because this is the area where nobody was expecting such an attack, given the fact that massive security deployment is being made in this area. In the run-up to the Amarnath Yatra, security has been more than 300 companies are being deployed for the Yatra security. And this road is a vital road for the Yatra security, movement. And just a few weeks before the Yatra starts, such an attack is a huge challenge for the security forces. And this clearly shows how the CRPF actually the main target of militants after Pulwama attack, in which more than 40 CRPF persons lost their lives. So police officials are telling us this was clearly a Fidain attack, a suicide attack, and 1 attacker has been neutralized. He has been killed there, his body has been found, and the challenge was the security force was to evacuate the injured since the firing was going on, including the SHO. They have been evacuated to hospital. First, they were taken to the local hospital in Anantnag, where from they have been shifted to Srinagar hospital, and officials are telling us they have been shifted. This injured has been evacuated and shifted to Srinagar hospital. 92 base hospital are being Srinagar, whether they may be on way to Srinagar. So clearly a major challenge on a day when the governor addressed the press conference and talked about the success against militants and how the locals are not joining militancy, which is unclear whether the attackers are Pakistanis or they are locals, but initial reports that we are getting.
All right, Nazir, what is it that you're hearing at this point about the site itself? Is the encounter now completely over with one person having escaped? Do we know that whether they what weapons they were carrying? There were some reports that grenades were lobbed and that there was also firing. And of course, that very important point you're making, coming as it does just a couple of weeks, in fact 18 days before the Amarnath Yatra is set to begin. What kind of a challenge are attacks like this going to really pose for security preparedness ahead of the Yatra? All right, we seem to be having trouble once again with Nazir's audio. We'll try and get back to him in a while. But just to recap what we know so far about that attack in Anantnag, there were terrorists who came on motorbikes, we're told, who lobbed grenades and fired on a CRPF patrol team. 3 CRPF men have been killed. At least 4 others are injured. Some of them quite critically, we're told at this point. One of the terrorists is also dead at this point. Motorcycle-borne terrorists firing upon troops of the B 116 battalion of the CRPF, and 3 Jawans killed, 3 others injured and evacuated to the Janglar Mandi hospital. One of the terrorists has been killed, the area cordoned off. Reinforcements have also reached the area, and according to the latest update from Chigali in Anantnag, some firing can still be heard. Nazir, what are you hearing?
Well, firing actually here, the encounter has started. Now the firing, what we know here now is the probe firing. Security forces are just, they are searching area, they are firing in the area where they think they can be, militant can be hiding. But the main attack is over. That, as I already said, it continued for 10 minutes, those grenades and the firing. Security force retaliated, and one, attacker militant who was hiding under a security force vehicle was shot dead here. And it is unclear whether the other person was actually armed or not, but looks like he may have managed to escape, but security force are not taking any chances, and the search operation is underway. But there has not been firing for last around half an hour in that area, while the security force are carrying out the probe firing to see if militant is somewhere they can neutralize him. But this is the first major attack on CRPF after February 14, suicide attack on CRPF in Pulwama, in which more than 40 CRPF Jawans lost their lives, and that actually brought both India and Pakistan to the brink of war, and there was the air strikes on Pakistan, Balakot, and the situation that followed. The fact is, since then, security forces have been on high alert. All the measures were taken, including highway was closed for 2 days in a week, and so many other measures have been taken so that there's no repeat of such attacks. But today, what we saw is a suicide attacker in the busy marketplace targeting a patrol of CRPF and Jammu and Kashmir police.
Yes.
3 CRPF persons have lost their lives in the attack in the line of duty. One SHO station house officer of police station Anantnag has been critically injured.
Okay.